You have to be a little maybe high.
We weren't.
Okay. And I'm starting to think, should I keep my house?
Yeah. My neighborhood's great. It's quiet. It's clean, but it's too quiet.
So you're thinking of possibly moving. How would you host family for holidays? I'm the one who hosts.
Right.
So I worry, what would I do if I had an apartment?
Talking about like Sex in the City adventures.
You're not building equity.
That money can go towards other things. Quite literally, not your problem.
I know.
The things we hear our parents say growing up, you have to get to a point where you question them and then make your own decisions.
Our path is going to be squirrely.
It's going to be jagged.
I found some pictures of things that I want to show you.
Did you?
A shiwi for a man?
Yeah, something like
A
that.
hiwi?
It's standing erect.
Do you sit on it?
No,
Is it for all the holes?
I don't think I'll be steaming my vagina.
No douche.
No douche. Question of the day.
Question.
I'm trying to like.
I don't know what you're talking about. Keep going.
Okay, so welcome back.
Welcome back
to Worth Mentioning
with Megs and Mel.
I'm Megs.
And I'm Mel.
Yay.
You know, it's starting to bother me because nobody
What?
calls me Mel.
Do you like it? Or do
No.
you not want to be called Mel on here either?
I feel like we might have to make a change.
We can.
We might have to.
I can. That's easy.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Because but I don't know what you would call me.
Melissa.
But that's so long.
Sasa.
Sasa. Sasa. I already have my grandmother name picked out not according to, but via your daughter.
Yeah, I think it's so cute.
It's so the first time I heard it, I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then the more now they just call me Sasa.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm good with that. I think that's going to be the name. I can't remember what yours was going to be.
Megs.
Was it Megs?
Well, it's not, the verdict's out. Oh, early on it was going to be Mimi.
Yeah.
Because Julia used to call me Mimi when she was little, when she was sad.
Sweet.
She would go, Mimi.
Aww.
And so I was like, oh, but then as years go by, like I know a lot of people who go by Mimi.
Yeah. You
And
mean a
I'm
lot
like,
of grandparents who go by
yes.
Mimi? Yes. There's a lot of Mimi. My mom
Yeah.
is a Mimi.
And I was like, I don't want to be Mimi.
Yeah.
Like that is meaningful to me, but I don't want to be Mimi.
I like Mimi. Like I love that for my mom.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be Mimi.
Right.
So anyway, so they were talking about, and again, I don't remember what your name was going to be, but then I think your daughter, shout out Julia, said that Miss Melissa's going to want something just wild, just something just crazy or out of the box or something. It's going to be something like Sasa. And because of Melissa, the SA at the end, Sasa, and it stuck.
Yeah.
And now I'm Sasa.
I know. And I think it's adorable.
Yeah.
It has to be your grandmother name.
I think that's going to be my grandma name, Sasa.
For sure. But I had a friend whose daughter, who was my goddaughter, would call me Eggs.
You told me that.
Because she couldn't say the
Yes.
And
but
I
you
love
don't want
that.
Oh, you do?
I love that.
You want to be called Eggs?
I think I was like, they can call me Megs. And
Megs,
if it happens to come out as Eggs when they're little,
I mean, that's very
adorable.
cute. That is
and
very
maybe it'll stick that way.
Eggs.
I don't want to be Mama.
Oh,
My
no.
grandparents were Mama.
Yeah.
And Papa. I loved calling them Mama, but I guess because it was my grandmother, so it sounds like
Older.
I
was going to say, is the connotation because
older?
we used it for our grandparents?
Probably.
Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be called Mima.
I don't want to.
And look, if that's your grandmother name, it's great. But I think we all get to pick what we
exactly.
want.
And it's very
personal.
It's very personal. What were the other names that in your family?
My mom was Gigi.
Yes, I like Gigi.
Her name was Jean, and her little sister called her Gigi.
That's
growing
perfect.
Up. My dad was Poppy.
Okay.
The grandparents on my ex-husband's side, they are Mims.
I like Mims. I've heard that.
And Ace is
I like that.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
See, on our side, we have Mimi and Papa,
Mhm.
which I love those.
Yeah.
And then Nana and Dada, which was very unique.
Mhm.
That's Jeff's parents.
Mhm.
And they both picked those names, I believe, specifically because of a grandparent of theirs.
Aw.
My one grandmother on my mom's side was Grandma Lydia, so that was just very basic. I didn't know my grandfather; he had passed away before I was born. But then, and then on my dad's side, it was Grandpa, but my grandmother was Granny Nanny because her name was Nanette, and I don't
Okay.
know how it started, but it was Granny Nanny.
Funny story.
What?
I remember my dad was taking me to go see Fantasia. It came out in the movie theaters. Remember Fantasia, like the
The Mickey
Disney thing?
Mouse,
Yeah,
yeah, that's kind of weird, by
it
the way. I
is.
think you have to be a little maybe high.
We weren't.
Okay, I didn't think you. What?
He was
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
I was young, and so, but it was cartoon.
yeah.
Like so. He was taking me to see that, and it was sold out when we got there.
Okay.
And the alternative was European Vacation. You remember European Vacation?
I remember. Was there bad parts? Is that where this is going? Because I remember wearing like kilts or some kind of like dirndls or
They had their kilts, yes, but there was. I mean, you didn't see any boy parts, but there were boobs. And
is it the getting out of the pool? Was that the Phoebe Cates part?
No, Phoebe. No,
That was the first one.
Phoebe Cates was a different movie. You're thinking of Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
No,
No, it's a different model, right? In the
was
first
it?
vacation, who's getting out of the pool? I know who you're talking about.
It's not Phoebe Cates.
Who married Billy Joel?
Well, yeah, she's in all of them.
Yeah.
Yes. Am I thinking about something else?
And then there was Christmas Vacation. There's another pool scene with,
Yes,
but I don't think that's Phoebe
maybe
Cates.
I am.
I don't think it is. So yeah, there was a scene where the Griswold son, I can't remember his name. He hooks up with like a German girl. I think it's German. I don't know. Anyway, he gets, somebody runs in on him and she's like topless or whatever.
I do not remember that.
And I was
part.
of the age where I did not want to be around my dad with
No.
boobs present. Now, he didn't know that was going to happen. Movie ratings were much more lax too, I feel like, when we were younger.
Uh-huh.
And so it was kind of like this awkward scene of like, it just sticks out in my head because I was with my dad.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh. And I can imagine, now being a parent too, that he was probably like equally as mortified.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm pretty sure, speaking of movies you don't want to see with your parents, that my brother and my ex-husband and possibly my sister's husband, I can't remember which combination, but I think maybe all of them or at least some of them saw The Wolf of Wall Street with my dad.
whoa.
And apparently my dad the whole time was like, and everybody else was like,
that's a crazy one to see with a parent.
I'm so disappointed that I was not a fly on that wall.
Great movie.
It was a good movie.
It's a great movie.
It's a great
but
movie.
It is wild.
Yeah. My dad the whole time.
What's in your cup today? What are you drinking?
Oh, do I have to admit to it?
Yeah.
It's the Diet Coke.
Oh. Why is that hard to admit to?
Because I feel like I have a reputation for drinking Diet Coke. And
you're a Diet Coke girly. It's okay.
I am, but I'm also a dietitian. And sometimes those two things feel counterintuitive. And
I get that.
I like it so much. I enjoy it. I had this conversation with somebody today. I gave it up for 8-9 years and I didn't have a sip.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew as soon as I had a sip, I'd be done for. And I did have a sip one day, 9 years later. And I did.
Wow. But I drink water mostly. But today I have iced coffee.
Oh, you have an iced coffee in yours.
Some iced coffee. Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
I don't drink iced coffee.
Yeah.
So you had a big event this week.
Mm-hmm.
Your daughter moved?
I did. My daughter and her fiance moved. Not across the country. That sounds dramatic.
Halfway across the country.
Halfway. Like 5 states over.
Enough to need a plane ride to comfortably get there. How many hours is it, do we think?
From here, it's probably like 9.5, 9.
So it could be done,
9-ish.
but
yeah,
that's a long trip
totally
because
it's
2 days in the car.
No.
There and back. No, there and back.
There and back. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So she's in an apartment. Mm-hmm. So they're in an apartment. How many bedrooms? 2?
Just 1.
1 bedroom? Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're in an apartment. So Alex, my daughter and her boyfriend are in an apartment and they're in a 1 bedroom as well. But they had in a meeting with the realtor today.
Did
because
they?
they are going to start looking. And so they got
Nice.
a lot of information about housing and what to look
Mhm.
for. And it's just so funny because they're looking at buying houses,
Mhm.
and I'm starting to think, should I keep my house?
Yeah.
Which I never would have thought that I would not live in a house or not live in that particular house, because I bought my house
Yeah.
when the interest rates were really low
Mhm.
and very low.
Mhm.
I think it's like two something.
Same.
And I just assumed that I would stay there forever.
Yeah.
And now that life is changing,
Mhm.
and I had this conversation with my therapist actually, because I've always had this one like linear way of thinking
Mhm.
that you buy a house and you live in it and that's what you do unless
Yeah.
you move to another house.
Yeah.
And she was talking to me and she's like, "Well, have you ever thought about something else?" And I was like, "Well, no. What else is there?" So and that kind of coincided with when I met a friend of mine for lunch the other day who lives downtown, and she lives in an apartment complex.
Mhm.
And I didn't understand what she meant because you know, my only knowledge of apartments is like, what our girls have or our kids have, like a
Right.
college apartment,
Yeah.
what I lived in college,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit, and like a couple other people I know who have been in apartments. But she lives in the most beautiful apartment downtown.
Mhm.
Everything is done for them. There's an upstairs, like a deck area where there's a pool and there's like outdoor like fire pits.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
there's no maintenance. So
Right.
it just
Yeah.
started me thinking that maybe there's other options out there.
Right. And I even like I toured apartments with my daughter when they were looking for
Hmm.
their new place. And even like their apartment building has a nice pool, a great gym area. They have office space. Like you can like if you're a remote worker and you want to not be in your apartment, you can go down and
Oh,
have like
that's
your
nice.
own private little
Or like
area
if you have to
that's
take
with a door,
calls
or if you need a
or
call that with some privacy.
yes.
They get a free beer every day. There's
What?
like a little bar down there. Yeah,
They have happy hour.
they have a free beer every day. There's like a drink machine. Um, it's a cool place. They have valet trash service, so they just put their trash outside their apartment door and
Apartments
it
have
gets
come a
picked up.
long way. Connor lives in a college apartment,
Right.
and even that is way nicer.
Then it, yeah.
My college apartment,
Mine was terrible.
terrible. Do you remember how much your rent was?
Mm,
I do. I
mm.
had a two-bedroom with a friend of mine,
Yeah, mine
and it
was a
was
two bedroom,
$400 a month, 200 each.
200 each.
200
Yeah,
each.
I don't remember. I mean, it certainly was probably
And it
not
was
much more than that, probably. I don't
and it
remember
was
though.
probably looked like it was, but it actually, I say that, and it was nice or it wasn't nice, it wasn't fancy, but it was fine. Actually, that those apartments are still standing.
Mine were
And
too.
are they
Wonder if they were the same ones. What
in
was it?
Tigerland?
It was on Highland.
Okay, mine was in Tigerland.
Okay.
And now they're looking their age.
Oh, so are the ones that
Yeah.
yeah, I'll tell you later. Remind me to tell you where they were.
Mine's looking its age. Mine looks like
It's
it has
terrible.
aged poorly.
When I told them that's where I lived, when we were, like,
Yeah.
they were like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "No, but they looked a lot better
It
than
was
that."
different then. It was a
And it
different
was very
era.
different.
They were newer. It was just different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've talked about this too. I've had similar thoughts about my house.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in this house for um it'll be 10 years next year. Yeah, I always thought like, yeah, you buy a house and you live in it, and when your kids move away, it's
Then
like it becomes their home base. They
yeah, they
come
come
back
back, you
for
host
things,
Thanksgiving and
for
Christmas.
holidays, the grandkids.
Yeah.
And that's just always, like what I thought in my head.
That's what I thought too.
Then I think the first thing that made me start thinking, at least, I mean, that I wanted to move out of this neighborhood. My neighborhood's great. It's quiet, it's clean, but it's too quiet.
You're a city girl.
It's like
And right now
boring.
you're in the suburbs.
I'm in the suburbs. I want to go back into the city.
You want to be able to walk
I want to
places.
walk to go get a coffee. I want to
Yeah.
walk to shop, get a food, like just I want to
Yeah.
that kind of life.
And that is not this area. This is a beautiful
No.
area, but This is not a
The only
walkable area.
it's walkable in that like walking your dogs, but like not
No,
to
yes.
locations. I mean, yeah, the grocery store is really close
You
too.
could,
I go into the city to get my groceries
yeah.
because that's how much I want to be in the city.
Yeah.
Is that I actually will drive 20 minutes or more to get to the grocery store when I have one
That's
that's
interesting
2 minutes from
because
my house.
I would not want to drive into the traffic.
It's not bad traffic,
Okay.
no.
All
And I
right.
go in the middle of the day when
Yeah.
nobody's going. I've
So
timed
you're
it well.
thinking of possibly moving.
I am. I mean, and then after my dad, passed away almost 2 years ago, and I just had this feeling after he was gone that like there was just nothing else out here for me. I do have other family members out here, but nobody like that would need me to be there for them in that way that I
If
was
you
for my dad.
move to where at the area, one of the areas that you're thinking of, would you be closer to your daughter who is still in town?
Yes,
Yeah.
way closer. And hopefully within walking distance would be
That would be
ideal.
ideal.
And, yeah, I mean, we see each other weekly, but I think we'd see each other even more then. And then I had some things around the house go on that I don't really need to get into the
Yes.
details of, but things that needed repairs and whatnot. And I just was like, oh, do I really? Because when I move into the city, I'd been looking at houses, right?
Right.
Then, like you're kind of saying about the whole apartment situation, I was like, what could I get into that something where I don't need to worry about the big maintenance picture, like the
Yes.
roof and
Right. I don't want that either because that
it's just
stuff overwhelms me. It scares me from an expense standpoint. It scares me because I don't feel like I know enough about it to make a really good informed decision. If someone, if I called a contractor, called a maintenance person or a repair person to come to my house, I wouldn't know if what they were telling me is accurate
is right.
or inaccurate because I just don't know that. Those things scare me.
Yeah. I was thinking, okay, maybe I could get into like a condo or a townhouse or something where there's an HOA kind of thing where they are maintaining the overall picture and I just have to worry about literally the things inside of my place,
Would that be like, I
I
don't
would
know
think
how
like
condos or townhouses exactly work.
so I would think if you're owning it, I'm talking about
Though that
owning.
you own
So
those,
if I would
yes.
buy one, I think you'd still have to like your appliances and stuff like that, I think would still be on you, that kind
Okay.
of thing. But I think like
The roof,
the roof,
the
the
yard.
outdoors, yeah,
What about
maybe
if,
the air conditioning system, that kind of stuff, heat.
yeah, what if you have a plumbing issue? What if your toilet is broken? What do we think that is?
Hmm,
We may not know.
I don't know.
Yeah. But it's less than what we're dealing with now.
For sure. And I did reach out to my realtor who helped me get this house and started like the process of just like talking to someone to let them know what I am kind of looking at. So she's starting to like she sends me listings. So my daughter's getting married next year. I really don't want to move or make that kind of big decision or purchase
That was going to be
until
my next
after that.
question.
So I started the process at least talking to someone. I was like, let me at least talk to a professional. At some point, I'll get her to give me a price, what I could list my house for, and just so I kind of know, like what I could expect
Yeah.
to make off of the house.
But okay, so then here's one of the many debates about this
Yeah.
is okay, space.
Mm-hmm.
How would you host family for holidays? How would you host grandkids?
Well, yeah. Okay. So what I've kind of come to think, first of all, I'm fine with like holidays don't always have to be at my house.
but whose house would they be at?
Well,
Aren't you the matriarch?
for now,
Megs,
yeah, but that's really old school
eggs.
thinking. I think like
But you,
yes,
I
while
feel
I
like
am the
you
one with the
like
house,
it though.
well, I haven't done it that much.
Who's doing it?
My dad did it all
Right.
up until he died.
Yes, but now who
And
would
that
do
was a
it?
problem I've learned because he should have,
Delegated some
could
of it,
have,
shared.
probably should have let go of that sooner. So
Mhm.
my brother and I could have started that tradition
Yeah.
beyond when he, like, so that we already had something in place when he passed. He loved doing it, but it also wore him out. And he came close to relinquishing it a couple of times, but he would just always back out at the end, and
He
be like, no,
liked
I just
doing
want to
it.
have it.
He wanted to do
Yeah.
it.
And I think it reminded him of my mom. They
Sure.
were the ultimate host and hostess all my childhood. Like my childhood home was the home that everyone came to.
So if you didn't host,
So I know,
who
like,
would?
well, for now, because I am the one with the home that would host. So obviously I would. But as my kids get older and have their own homes that they can host in, I know Julia cannot wait to host those kind of things once they have a house.
Yeah.
And so I totally am ready for her to take that over if she wants to. And I know she wants to. And have Andrew's family there too, and so we can all be together. That's how I grew up. Like, all of my mom and dad's families all came together at the holidays. There wasn't like this like back and forth.
Right. See, for me, I'm worried about the hosting piece because obviously both my kids still, come home. I live here
Mm-hmm.
and my parents live here, but my parents live in an apartment now.
Mm-hmm.
My siblings both live out of state.
Mm-hmm.
So unless we bring my parents to one of them, then everybody will come here.
To your house.
And so I'm the one who hosts.
Right.
So I worry, what would I do if I had an apartment? But then I'm like, oh darn, I couldn't host.
I mean,
Oh darn.
the thing is,
But no,
I mean,
I'm joking though, because I actually do like it. I complain about hosting the entire time, but I don't mean it. I just have to complain. I still like doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I've come to realize too, I think, because like with Julia being in another state right now, Phoebe's here, but she's definitely, I mean, she could host something for sure. There's no grandkids yet. So when I think about maybe like a condo situation right now, because there's some cool, like when you go into the city, there's like some really cool places to be in, like old buildings, brick walls, like just the really cool stuff.
I think you sent me a picture of one.
Yeah. And I would definitely I would require, like I told the realtor, I want a minimum of 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. And I need to make sure I have an office space. So if that second bedroom had to be like a flex room, that's fine. But I need a place that's comfortable for them to come home to and sleep there if they want, because I always want it to be, I want them to
But you won't be able to, if
they
it's
wanna
2
be there.
bedroom, you won't be able to fit both of them unless they,
Yeah,
certainly not
well,
both in their families.
Phoebe, I mean, like somebody can share a bed with me, and then
Yeah. And
Julie
then
and Andrew have the other room.
okay.
Or I get a pull-out sofa in the living room.
A pull-out sofa would be a good.
Yeah. So there's ways to work.
That's okay. So the go ahead.
And what I was thinking, just to finish up that thought before I forget it, is that would be kind of a temporary thing until maybe there were grandkids. Like I could just go do that for a few years.
Just to enjoy,
just to do something different, not have to worry about a bigger house, and just to go have, it's almost like kind of like Sex in the City adventures.
yeah. I want to do that with you though. That would be fun.
That'd be so fun.
So my one worry, one of
Yeah.
my worries is the space for hosting and housing family. And my other worry is that if you're not, it's an apartment, then you're not building equity.
Mm-hmm.
And I worry about that too.
Mm-hmm.
How do we feel about that?
You mean renting?
If you're renting an apartment, then you're not.
Yeah.
You're what? I mean, you're essentially throwing away your money. A lot of people say.
Some people say that, but there's there's also a lot to be said for renting and not having to pay for those big items.
And that's
because
true.
then you don't have to have that money for those things. That money can go towards other things. I think we were grown up with that being like preached to us that in that light, like it's just throwing away your money.
Yeah.
But I don't think it is. Yeah, sure. When you move, you're not like, then you're just done, right?
Yeah.
But also, if something starts leaking or breaks in the middle of the night,
or if your foundation cracks,
you don't have to worry about it. It's not your problem. Quite literally, not your problem.
I know. I'm still have that mindset. So that scares me.
I know.
That scares me a little bit.
Yeah. It's things I think the things we hear our parents say growing up
And not
stick with
just our,
us for a long time, and you have to get to a point where you question them and then make your own decisions if that's what you want to still believe.
that's a good point because I feel like we do get stuck in a line of thinking that we've grown up with.
Hmm.
And it takes a lot of times for me, like the therapist or somebody else to be like, well, why do you think that way? And I'm like, I don't know because
Yeah,
I always have.
right.
And then I'm like, oh,
But it's
wait, I could live in an
but it's
apartment.
not really how you it was how you were taught to think.
Right.
Those were not thoughts that you kind of came up with on your own. You just adopted them as your own.
Yes. And because we adopted them as children from adults or whatever,
Yeah,
they were right
they were
because
right.
adults are right.
Right. Yeah. But now you're the adult and you
Now,
can change your mind.
but it's hard to remember that.
I
It's
know.
hard to, again, like just think all of a sudden that, oh, wait, I don't have to live in a
I
house.
right. Because I had the same epiphany when that
Yeah.
crossed my mind. I was like, oh, wait, I have options. There are actual options. Now, the other thing with like buying like a condo kind of thing or a townhouse, especially if I did it in the city, well, it would be in the city, would be that could be a place that I would possibly not sell if I didn't have to
And use it for rental
and
property.
rent. Yeah, have that as rental property because it would rent for
Yeah.
sure. Um, and then, move to wherever I need to. I really want to be wherever there are grandkids, I'm probably going to be there.
That's where we're going to move to.
That's where I'm going to be.
I'm hoping everyone comes back here, even though
I know.
at the same time, though,
It's what they want.
that is what they want. Both, all of our kids want to all come back here. And I would love that.
Mhm.
But also, at the same time, I want something completely different. I want them to have experiences and live
Mhm.
somewhere else where they
Right.
have experiences. So I want two opposing things at the same time.
Okay. Yes. I could not agree more because one of the reasons I wanted, like, I traveled like when they were young, we went to a lot of different states and cities in the country. I wanted them to see how different other places are,
Yes.
other cultures within our own country, other communities, other
Yeah.
cities, and to know that it was okay if they wanted to move beyond our state. Because I did it briefly when I was young, but I didn't stay it didn't last very long. And I don't think my parents really encouraged it.
Yeah.
And I do think where we live, where we're both from, it we our state, we're very family oriented.
We
People
are.
don't leave a lot.
No.
And if they do leave, a lot of times they will eventually come back because they miss it and they miss that connection with your family. Um, so I think it's a very, I think for where we're from, especially, you hear a lot of people say that, like a lot of people just don't move out of the state, even if they want to.
And that's one of my regrets is that I didn't ever move. I was too afraid
Hmm.
to. I
Yeah,
didn't think that I
same.
could leave my parents. I was afraid to move somewhere else where I didn't know anybody. And
Yep.
I wish that I had.
Yep.
I regret that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that my daughter has moved.
Yeah.
But at the exact same time, I would like for her to come back. But I also want her to stay.
I know.
So
I
I want
know.
both things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I always thought that I wanted to buy like property by the beach in Florida.
I still kind of think that's a good idea.
Well, it is, but like I always picture myself like that's where I would move to. But then, like I'm like I'm not going to be states away from my kids. Like we all have to move.
I think
And it's
everybody
just
has that.
not practical,
I think everybody has that thought. I
right?
need to pick everybody up that I love and bring them all, and we all live
We
on the
all
compound
go to where we want to be. Yeah.
together.
Yes.
Wherever that is.
Yes.
I want everyone coming with me.
Mhm.
But see, now my problem too is I also want the gym to come with me and all the people I know there.
You just have to
And
work on a new community, building up a new.
I love the
I know.
community that I
It's
have
hard.
there, and it's so special.
Yeah.
Shout out gym people. It's so special.
Yeah.
And also, they don't even teach the classes that I'm certified to teach at some of the other ones. I don't want to leave that because that's taken several years to build.
Yeah.
And it you yes, you can, and people do all the time build new communities,
Yeah.
but it does take time
It
for it to
takes time.
authentically
It
grow,
takes a lot of time and effort.
to be genuine, to
Mm-hmm.
it does. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen over a year sometimes.
No.
So that's another consideration for me now. Do I want to leave? How could I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave the sisters and my other friends. I don't want to leave the gym. I
Yeah,
don't want to stop teaching.
I know.
So I don't know what to I don't know. So I might stay here.
We just have to travel more.
That's on my
We just
vision
have to go
board.
on more
Just
trips.
wait till you see my vision
I
board.
cannot wait.
You just wait.
I can't wait.
I can't wait to show it to you.
Stay tuned.
Yes. So yeah, our path is not clear anymore. What we're going to do.
It
It's not
isn't.
linear like we thought it was going to be.
No. And I think it's exciting
I do.
knowing that you can make a change. Like you can stay if you want to stay, or you can go. You can go into a different situation, and it doesn't have to be permanent. That's one of the good
That's
things
what
about renting.
that's what I keep forgetting is that like when I do something or make a change, I feel like okay, this is it
This is
forever.
it.
But it's not
It's
necessarily.
not. And I think, that's one of the thoughts I've had. I'm like, oh, I could sell my house, rent for a little while, figure out kind of like what situation I want to be in, and then buy again. I also had the thought of renting my house,
I've had that thought.
renting another place, and then that way I could go back to my house if I didn't like the rental situation.
Yep.
And then, or rent this and buy. But I really would want to sell this if I was going to buy.
Yeah.
Just so I,
See, for me,
financially, to have the money to put into another house.
for
Basically.
me, I think the location of my house is very good. It's near a university.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that there's not as many neighborhoods, like family neighborhoods, that close to that particular university, to the university. There's, lots of college apartments and other things.
But you would attract like professors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that, or people, I've thought about doing that, which I think actually would be the better option, or doing like Airbnb or something. But I think that would be a little bit harder, actually. I think that I would probably rent my house out and then rent something.
I think what I've come to decide is because if I rent, and then temporarily rent, like if I did like a short term, like a 6-month lease and then went and lived someplace else, I'm like, I'm not moving my stuff out for potentially just 6 months.
That's the other thing.
Nor do I want to leave my house furnished for other people to use.
So what are you going to do?
That's why I would have to sell.
Oh, shoot. Because that was a conundrum just now.
So it's either sell and rent, or sell and buy. That's kind of like the two choices I'll probably be facing.
I kind of don't like any of my furniture anyway. Maybe I just get rid of all of it.
I mean, hey.
I've had it for years and years
or
and years.
If you are going to rent, just leave the furniture there for them to use if they want it rented. If they want it furnished.
Yeah.
Some people do.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's a lot of options.
There
a lot
are
of different scenarios, which is why I reached out to my realtor so I could get like professional advice. And and she was like, oh, I just had another client that's going through something similar. So they see this. So they know more options than we know. And they might see a listing or know of a listing coming up that would suit your situation perfectly before you know it.
Yeah.
So it's just like good to have someone out there like with you in their mind. With that in mind, so I went to the Book of the Face.
The Book of the Face?
The Book of the Face, which
you
I don't
that
go to
old
often.
School.
I really don't like the Book of the Face that much.
Why not? Actually, I do, but that might speak to my age.
I like Instagram.
Okay.
I'm a member of a group I will keep anonymous. But it is a group for people in midlife. I wanted to poll the people, get some opinions.
You crowdsourced?
I crowdsourced. All right. So this is what I posted. I always thought I'd live in a house, even after my kids were grown. The house they'd come back to with their families, which is how it is so far. No grandkids yet. Recently, I've started thinking about selling my house and moving back into the city, currently in the burbs, and buying a condo in a cool area where I'd actually have more social things around me to walk to. I'm kind of over the maintenance of taking care of a house alone. I'm divorced and unexpected expenses. Thinking into the future on this, I could eventually rent it out if I decide to change my living situation again or sell it. So it could be something I just do for a few years. My question is, has anyone done this? How do you like it? Pros and cons.
Okay.
So I got a whole lot of responses. This was a very popular post. So I'll read a
Ooh,
few.
congratulations.
I mean, like,
I love it when I have a popular post.
right? So someone, like, the first comment was like, no, but it sounds great.
Okay, that was helpful.
Yeah. Well, but it
It
was
was
like, it was
affirming. It was
enthusiastic.
affirming.
Another one. That sounds fabulous and is what I want to do once my kids move out.
Okay. So we're not thinking
I was
out
like,
just we're
okay.
not veering off in a weird direction. Other
Yeah.
people have thought this.
I love this train of thought. Someone said if you rent it out, being a landlord requires work to repair all those unexpected things you mentioned in a timely manner.
See, I'm hoping that I will make enough in the rent above the mortgage that everything I made from that essentially would go back into fixing up the house so that eventually if I move back in or sell it,
Right.
it'll be better.
Maybe. I think it's more like talking about the worry, though, of things just like
Oh yeah, no, I
breaking.
know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that my goal would be to have all the things fixed with the extra
Right.
money.
And they said, recommend selling and enjoying your time. Okay. I moved from a 4-bedroom house in New Hampshire to an apartment in North Carolina. My house stayed empty for a couple of years, except for me going back and forth. Then a girlfriend moved into it for about a year. I recently sold it. I don't think I will ever buy a house. I will rent one, though.
I wonder why.
So they decided they didn't ever want to own another house.
Wait, can we pause there?
Yeah.
But it also scares me the idea of not owning a house because I have in my head that I would like to pay it off and then I'm always safe. Like if I have a house that's paid off in mine,
Yeah.
that I always have a place to live because I always have that fear that what if I can't pay my bills somehow?
I know. I get that too.
I get that fear.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I sold my family home in January, decided to rent an apartment until I figure it out. So far, I'm really liking the no repairs, no maintenance, and I'm going to start traveling again this summer.
that sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm. So she's getting to travel more. This might sound silly, but I want to rent my home and buy a condo or something out of state, possibly abroad, but I also don't want the option of not seeing my kids. I thought I could wait to move near one of them, but not sure I've got some time. Not sure I've got some time. Okay, this was one that had like actual helpful advice. We sold the house during the divorce. I moved to a condo and lived there a little over 3 years. The HOA fees went up every year with no end in sight. I enjoyed not having my yard and pool maintenance that I had at my house, but be really careful with the age of the condo and get a history of the fees. So that was a helpful one. A lot of people highly recommend. I've done it, kind of thing. My parents downsized from a 3,500 square foot home to a 2-bedroom apartment. They love it. They had friends there before they moved in and have made many more and are always busy.
That's what I want to do at my friend's apartment downtown.
Yep. So that's a pro.
They have a whole community. They play mahjong.
That. Yeah. Someone else assumed I'd live here forever, but the kids are gone and the house and maintenance is a lot just for me.
Yes.
So I'm fixing it up to sell eventually. And honestly, I might rent for a while. I'm a nurse and can work anywhere. So she's looking at moving like to other states. I think that's something too. Like if your kids do like, however many kids you have, if they're all like spread across the country, then it is hard. Like how do you decide who to live near? So, I mean, the gist of it, there was not one person in here who said, don't do it. I did it. It was terrible. The only one was like
that HOA
the
person.
HOA fees, like, but that depends on where you move into.
Exactly. And that's good information.
But it's good to be aware of, like, knowing that they do go up, I think, typically every year. But so many people were like, I can't wait to do this when my kids are out of the house. There was one person, too, who said she was moving, like, she lived near New York, and she was like, I'm doing that and moving back into the city.
Oh, just like what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing.
So the trend is that
so we're not alone.
We're very much not alone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we will have to revisit this and see where we end up because clearly things are not following the path that we thought they were going to follow.
And
I'm okay with that. I think it's exciting.
Yeah.
Scary a little for me.
Yeah. But
but exciting.
It's exciting that, like, I mean, we're still young.
We are.
And it's like you still have decisions to make. I think so much focus, when we're growing up, is on the whole part of like
Hitting all the milestones.
graduating,
Yes.
getting married, having kids, buying the
Doing that
house,
linear
doing all
path.
these things. Yes. And so it
Yeah.
almost feels like once you're kind of done with that, like
You can go anywhere.
no, but I think a lot of people think like that's it. Like what
Oh.
else is left in life?
Well, but yeah, but what I'm saying is we can really go
but we
anywhere.
can. Yeah, and that's the
We don't have
upside
to
of
just
it.
like go right on into
We can get off that
being
path.
Sasa and Megs
Right.
and you know,
We can take our linear path wherever we want to go and make it non-linear.
our path is going to be squirrely.
It's gonna be jagged.
Okay. Hey,
I love how you make that sound.
guess what?
What?
I found some pictures of things that I want to show you.
Did you? Okay.
Do you want to?
I want to be the guesser. Yeah.
You want to be the guesser?
I want to be the guesser.
So our favorite game is guessing, or my favorite game is guessing.
She loves guessing.
I do love guessing.
But let's see how I do.
So I have found pictures of things on the internets, on the interwebs, and I'm going to show it to you, and I'm going to see if you know what they are.
Okay.
Okay. I'm so excited about this. Okay. Do you need your glasses?
I do.
Okay.
Probably. Yeah.
This one's
depends on how big a picture is.
Friend, put those glasses on.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Picture number 1.
Okay. Okay, this is an actual like useful object.
Yes. Well, it's what else would it be?
Is it in somebody's car?
I don't know about that. I don't know where it is.
Okay.
I
get
believe
3 guesses.
You I might even give you like 5, but no more than that because then I think it would get boring for everyone else.
A candle.
No.
Something to do with changing your oil.
No.
Something for a guy to pee in.
A shiwi for a man?
Yeah, something like
a
that.
Hiwi?
Hiwi.
For the detachable appendage?
Yeah.
No.
Uh-huh.
We're back to that again, by the way.
It almost looks suction cuppy.
No.
Okay.
I'm so happy I found this.
I mean, that's 4 guesses. I don't think
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. It is a bike handlebar cover. Where was your mind?
See it. Well, it's standing erect.
It is. I mean, that's just the position that was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Love it.
Very good. Okay.
Good one. Okay.
I've got 2 more.
All right. Let's go.
Okay. What do you think that is?
The hell?
It's got 2 prongs.
Is it small?
Well, I don't know.
What? It's on a countertop?
I don't know.
Next to like a can. I see a can. Okay. So it's not.
Oh, you're using context clues.
I am.
Smart girl. But it's got.
Because without that, I would have thought maybe it was like a pillow. But let's look.
What part of that looks like a pillow?
Like some kind of weird pillow for
For
therapy. I don't know.
For what part of the body?
I was trying to figure that out.
It has 2 prongs. So I'm not sure what kind of
They're gonna
therapy.
see it. No, I don't know. Like you would lay your head between the 2 prongs.
Oh, I was like, do you sit on it?
No,
Is it for all the holes?
No holes.
Just It's really only for 2 holes.
Is it a hook of some sort?
Kind of.
Okay.
Shoot.
It
is a hook of some sort. You won't guess what the hook is.
What the hook's for?
What the hook is for? Yeah. It is a hook of some sort.
Okay.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
It's for a VR headset.
A VR headset?
Like virtual reality.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was.
I just liked it because it was.
And would it normally go on a wall?
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's a good one though. I had no idea what it was.
Okay. You want to see the last one?
Of course.
It's pink. It's pretty.
It's pink and pretty. What the hell?
What would you do on that?
It's surrounded by
holes. Oh.
It's in a garage.
No, it's at a thrift store.
Because I see suitcases.
It's at a thrift store. Somebody was selling it. They didn't have any use for it anymore.
Is it like a shampoo bowl of some sort?
For Medusa? Because it's got a bunch of holes.
Yeah, it does have a bunch of holes. Can I see any closer?
Yes. Would you like to hold it?
Yeah. It looked like it had some kind of heating or fans or something on it.
Okay.
It looks like a chair you would sit in. I don't know why there's a hole where like my booty would be. Is it a toilet?
Which hole would you pee in? You just have options?
The bottom one.
There's more. There's so many bottom ones.
Just that one big one at the bottom.
Oh, yeah, it does look like a chair. You're on the right track.
You can sit in it.
You sit in it.
Okay, you can sit in it. Oh,
Do you want
I
me
hope
to
y'all
tell
can hear
you?
me.
Do you want to guess what you do while you're sitting in it?
You sit in it and those things blow air or heat.
You're just too good. It is
The bottom hole is perplexing to me though.
that's the whole purpose of it is for the bottom hole.
Okay.
It is a vagina steamer.
Yep. Okay.
It is.
Yeah, I believe you.
Sit on it, and you put herbs in the.
And this was at a thrift
steamer.
store.
Well, I mean, what else? I mean, reduce, reuse, recycle.
I don't know if I want to reuse that.
No, I mean, I feel like the steam.
Well, I mean, we sit on public toilets, so
yeah, and there's a hole in the middle, so I
Yeah.
think you center so the parts aren't touching.
Yeah.
You get where I'm going.
Yeah, I get where you're going.
You're not touching the plastic with your parts,
right?
And so yeah, it's a
The parts are over the bowl.
The parts are over the bowl. Now, I guess you steam your back too.
Yeah.
Maybe you lay face down and steam your boobs. I don't know what you do with that. Maybe
that's a good one.
But yeah, you can put herbs and stuff in the water and herb it out. Make it nice and.
I don't think I'll be steaming my vagina.
Yeah, I don't think I will either. I don't know. Maybe I will.
Nah.
I think it's supposed to be healthy for it.
I think that's a load of crap.
Is it?
Yeah, that's why it's in the thrift store.
You're a nurse. What is your take on a vagina steam bath?
My take is that the vagina is made to be
self-cleaning, like an oven,
pH balanced, unless you have an infection or something going.
This is turning into a health lesson.
And therefore, you do not need to do anything additional to your vagina.
No douche.
To make it healthier. No douche.
No sprays.
Nothing.
No.
Only time you're squirting something up there maybe is after you've had a baby and you're doing your perineal care, and that's the most I can think of.
Y'all didn't know this was going to be informational.
You're welcome.
Yep. Thank you, Nurse Megs.
Okay.
Oh, question of the day.
Question of the day.
I'm
trying to land on a
chicken of the sea.
Like chicken time.
Chicken time.
Okay. I just pulled from the top.
Because you're a rule follower.
No, you're the one that wants to pull from the top. I pulled from the middle last time, and I don't.
Because I'm a rule follower.
Because you stacked the deck.
I don't know what you're talking about. Keep going.
Okay. Are we ready?
I'm as ready as I'm going to get.
What are you pretty sure you could never get tired of? That giggle. Sounds a little mischievous.
I don't know what I could never get tired of.
I mean, I think there's a few things that come to my mind.
Okay, you go first.
In different categories.
Okay.
Like the first thing that jumped in my head was chocolate.
I get tired of that sometimes. Sometimes
I mean, I could have a piece of chocolate every day. I'd never get tired of it. But like if I'm gorging on it.
Okay.
Gorge, is that the right word?
Yes.
I have not been trusting my vocabulary lately.
No, gorge is right.
That's different. Then you can, feel a little sick on it. But I don't think if I had a little chocolate every day, it's not gonna.
Yeah, but I feel like that's not the answer.
I could never get tired of going on trips with my girls.
Okay, well,
that.
Yeah, I guess
I could go on many levels.
Do you have another one?
I could never get tired of having control of my own work schedule.
Oh. Can I tell you what I'm tired of? Not having control of my own work schedule.
I hear that.
There's a lot more things that I could get very tired of.
That you're already tired of.
That I'm already tired of. That would be a way easier question. Something I could never get tired of. Mm-hmm. Riding around on a beautiful day listening to music. I do love doing that. Especially with somebody who will sing it with me.
Yes.
Shout out Connor when he's in the right mood.
I would always sing with you.
Shout out
I'm a
Megs.
car singer.
You are a car singer. We've done
Mhm.
some good car singing before. Something I could never, ever get tired of.
Mhm.
Taking naps.
Mm.
I love to sleep.
Mm. Naps are great.
Naps are, I don't know.
I think we've had a few good answers.
Shall we?
All right. I think that's a wrap.
All right,
We're
ma'am.
good.
We are good.
Okay. That was fun.
It was.
Make sure that you like,
Share,
share,
follow.
follow,
We need like a
subscribe,
billion people.
comment. I want more than anything for people to either start emailing us things or commenting.
I don't know if I want that. That scares me.
I look, if we get to choose what we do with it, but like I want to grow a community. And so
I do too.
I want to see, I want feedback. I want people to be like, "Oh my gosh, when you were talking about this, I felt, like seen, like I, experienced the same thing, or tell us your stories."
Yeah.
And if we ever share stuff here, it'll be anonymous. We're not going to call you out unless you tell us you want to be called out. But yeah, I
Okay.
think it would just be,
I do.
it
I
just
would
would add
love a
another
community.
layer to this. Cheers.
All right.